A report by open source intelligence team on Pakistan's supposed forensic probe shows Pakistan's blatant support for terrorism. Let me take you through the evidence which exposes Pakistan's doublespeak on terrorism. Evidence 1, pointing towards a WhatsApp call recordings, which allege that the terrorists captured by Pakistan on April 25th. Now, the ISPR miraculously produced these call recordings, with WhatsApp call recordings from a year ago also being found. Did the ISI allow attacks despite knowing? This is what we want to understand. As we find screenshots of chats, screenshots been taken right after every message being sent. How did the ISPR access Majid's chats from 2024 and many other allegations coming to the fore, from call recordings to WhatsApp messages being analyzed by the OSCENT team to take stock of the Pahalgam investigation? Let's go across to Jiten Jain, who is joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Jain is a cyber expert. Mr. Jain, firstly, thank you so much for joining us on NDTV 24/7. Help us really understand here, because certainly concrete cyber evidence pointing to involvement of Pakistani entities in the Pahalgam attack. Take us through the highlights, firstly, of this report.
On April 29th, DG ISPR called an emergency press conference at 1 a.m. in the night, claiming that they have arrested a terrorist and they have found irrefutable evidence of Indian terror financing, money trail, and India financing a terrorist who carried out multiple IED blasts across Pakistan, in which multiple Pakistani soldiers were killed. And they said that they have found audio recordings, messages, terror financing details, bank messages of Indian soldiers financing all this. And they wanted world to take a stock of all this. And this is all done in a garb of promoting a fake propaganda of Indian-supported terrorism in Pakistan. Now, what was worse was next day they brought their Deputy Prime Minister, Ishaq Dar, who sat along with DG ISPR and repeated same false accusations of Indian-sponsored terrorism and asking world to take stock of this irrefutable forensic evidence. And he invited, experts across the world to analyze this, and they said this is irrefutable. So on his invitation, we decided to carry out an investigation of what they were saying. And taking on his word, when we started looking at the forensic evidence, what we found was not proof, but staggering array of forgery, fabrication, invented stories, screenshot tampering, and from doctor screenshots to timeline anomalies, the entire narrative of collapses under scrutiny, revealing an alarming degree of forgery, technical incompetence, propaganda engineering by Pakistan's ISPR machinery. What they wanted to project as forensic was farce. What they wanted to show as money trail was money tail. There was absolutely no forensic evidence, just doctor screenshots, which proved that, these people were carrying out a chat among themselves on 2 mobile phones, and they were collecting screenshots from last 3 months. And when they did an entire story and cover up, got some soldiers killed of their own, and then to present a fake narrative to the world, they said we have arrested a terrorist. 2 days back, we have taken in custody his mobile phone, and we have found some forensic evidence which they collected 3 months ago. So because of this, they forgot to edit some timestamps and time shots. They got caught pants down. Now it is very, very, and then the worst, if you carry any forensic investigation on any digital device, the first and fundamental principle is that you create a forensic clone of the device. If you look at the screenshots, you will laugh that while the forensic they are claiming is going on, the device is connected on multiple SIMs. Even the terror handler is online. So you ask any third-grade forensic guy, if during the forensic device is live, the forensic is dead. So there is absolutely no proof. ISPR did not discover any conspiracy. They staged and rehearsed one, and they got caught.
Mr. Jain, you also mentioned that, the authenticity of whatever you've found cannot really be questioned, because it is so blatantly sort of visible, really. So from the call recordings, which point to the fact that ISI potentially knew all about it, could Pakistan have acted differently with that information that is available to them?
We have not discovered anything. It is their own screenshots, what they were showing in PPTs. They said we have found 3 call recordings of WhatsApp calls, long recordings of Indian major, another JCO, and this Indian terrorist they are claiming, but he is a Pakistani citizen. First of all, a Pakistani citizen they are claiming to be Indian terrorist. And so first is the mobile evidence. If you look at those call recordings, no mobile device in the world allows you to record WhatsApp calls. You can only record GSM calls. They are claiming it's a WhatsApp call. WhatsApp does not give a feature to record this call. The only way you can record a WhatsApp is by installing a malware or spyware in the phone. Now, I'm sure a terrorist would not have himself bugged in with a malware to send recordings to ISPR 3 months later. The only possibility is that either they were running that phone themselves or they planted a malware. In that phone which they have discovered as arrested 2 days back or 3 days back, in both possibilities, if they were running the phone themselves along with another guy sitting in another room, or they bugged that phone with a malware, they had foreknowledge of all those IED blasts in Pakistan where multiple Pakistani soldiers have been killed. Now it appears to create and stage a story so authentic and present a fake narrative with fake forensic evidence, they really got their soldiers killed. I mean, look at what kind of army it is who can stage their fake forensic evidence, back it by killed soldiers of their own army, and then get caught. Second, see, now you would also appreciate that they presented a drone that we have found an Indian manufactured origin drone at the terrorist house. There was no house. The drone was lying in a ground. And if you do a reverse image search, drone is a Chinese DJI made drone. So that theory is also busted, and that drone cannot fly 10 kilometers from Indian border, and that too with a 2.5 kg explosive. Only Pakistani phantoms can fly that. Then they have taken screenshots of banking transactions, WhatsApp chats, which were taken just 2 minutes after sending the message. So if you're doing a forensic today of a phone which has come in your custody just 1 day back, how could you take a timestamp screenshot of 3 months back? The only way you could do it is by time traveling, or Pakistan has got some genie where they can be in that time of some superficial power and they can take screenshots. The only possibility is that complete Farjiwala and screenshot and time stampering, which they forgot to fix the time stamp in screenshots, and they got caught pants down.